Hello to everybody out there who watches this stuff. It me. It's been a couple months. It's also very windy today, so I apologize. I'm also on a walk. So yeah, I wanted to make like a little vlog saying like where I've been, what I'm up to. Yeah, so mid-December through like mid-February, I was on hiatus from work. My mom and I were, my mom was dealing with a lot of health stuff, and so I had to take care of her with that. I took her to doctor's appointments and the like, and so that was fun. I got into crochet. I made a little basket, so that was fun. I haven't really picked it up after that, but yeah, I gotta get back on that. Yeah, so, and I got back to work like a month ago, so I've been very, very busy with that, 4 days a week. Today's my day off. Today's Thursday. It's my day off. So yeah, that's where I've been lately. So yeah, I haven't really like had anything that I really want to make videos about, if that makes sense. Like, my videos would mainly be just like stream of consciousness type of stuff about like whatever creative things I got going on in my head. I have a couple things, but they're not really super interesting in my opinion. I can just go over them right now. One of the things I've been kind of thinking about since for like a past like year or two, I think. Sorry, was Tune Maker's Sailor Moon. After that was found, I kind of did some brainstorming about what that would look like if it was a show, like if it actually did get greenlit. And so I've been kind of like playing with that idea. I use chatgpt for a lot of this stuff because I'm really bad at like outlining stories and that kind of thing. I have ideas, but I don't know how to, organize them and stuff. So I use chatgpt to help me out with that. Kind of like posit ideas for developments and make outlines and all that. So yeah, I kind of turned it into like an adaptation mainly of Sailor Stars based on what the script of the original pilot was, because in that one Sailor Queen Beryl was more of a Sailor Galaxia type figure, where she went from star system to star system, capturing jewels of power from various planets. And that's basically exactly what Sailor Galaxia was doing in the 5th season of Sailor Moon, the last arc of the manga. So I figured just kind of stick with that kind of vibe, So I was kind of brainstorming about how that would work. It's nothing really too groundbreaking, I guess. But yeah, and the other thing that I've been thinking about was ever since the Minecraft movie trailer came out, and just how completely bonkers it looks. And I don't know how I mean that, whether it's good or bad. I started thinking about what if one of the things that got me into fandom way back when I was a teenager was Homestuck. That was also a story about people being transported into a game world and needing to play the game in order to survive. That's a vast oversimplification of the behemoth that is Homestuck. But I kind of started wondering, what if Hollywood somehow decided to get the rights to a Homestuck movie? What would that look like? And I kind of basically just was like, you kind of got to dumb it down a little bit to like a really simplistic story with you'd have to cut like 90% of the characters because it is just so dense with content. I basically just had the 4 humans and their 4 patron trolls as the only like protagonist characters that you would have. And I had the idea of like they get transported into the game world, kind of like in the Minecraft movie, and then they have to like play the game in order to survive, and in order to get out of the game. And while doing so, they meet the trolls in person first. The trolls in this version would be like players that tried to play the game and they failed, and then they're just stuck in there for however long it takes for them to stay, however long it takes for them to beat the game. So then the 2 teams meet, and then they decide if we want to get out of this, we have to work together. Main villain would be Jack Noir, who is a minor NPC, but because they played the game on launch, which you should never do, he had a game-breaking bug associated with him that he would take over the game and basically become the main big bad and exploit all of the broken code and break everything and essentially become invincible. And so I had the idea to, because the trolls were originally a group of 12, I was thinking maybe their story could be told in a flashback where they tried to play, they realized that the game was all buggy and basically unwinnable, and Aridin decided to give up hope. He killed his crush, Viveri, and her crush, Solix, and then Kanaya managed to kill him in, group self-defense. Gamzee, however, went completely mad, killed Equius, Nepeta, Tavros, and Aradia, because I'm just gonna simplify it because we're talking about Hollywood here. They're going to simplify things, or they're going to want to simplify things, and have that be the troll's backstory. Gamzee runs away and joins Jack Noir as basically his right-hand man, figuring like if you can't beat him, join him, because he's unpredictable and is prone to crazy. So yeah, and I had this idea that like how can they beat basically an unwinnable game. And so I was thinking, I was kind of talking with chatgpt, how do you think we can do this if an AI can think? And it was like, okay, so we got a couple options here, and one of them that I really liked was they decide that if they can't beat Jack with brute force like you can with a regular bad guy, you would just break the game even further, causing it to crash, and when the game tries to reset itself, the day 1 patch will basically fix the major bugs. So and then once that happens, the game resets itself and everything's back to normal. Gamzee, I haven't decided what to do with Gamzee because Gamzee is notoriously unkillable, and yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on in my tiny brain past little while. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I got some ideas going on in my little noggin. Yeah, I'm just not sure what to do with them because, like, I don't know, what do I do with these ideas other than just talk about them with ChatGPT and try to develop them that way. Yeah. So I don't know, if we want to like flesh these out on the channel, let me know. Yeah, so that's all I really have to say. I'm sorry about all the wind likely causing turbulence. I got to record outside because I live at home with my mom. So, yeah, hopefully I can make some more stuff. No promises though. Really all depends on my motivation and what I've been doing. Been playing a lot of Fallout lately. New Vegas 3 and now 4 over and over and over again. Lots of Fallout 4. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll make something on that. Who knows? Alright, see ya.